This is Joe recording this video from the West African state of Sierra Leone, capital Freetown. When I arrived at the airport on the 29th in Linguille Airport, my phone was acting out, so I couldn't record my arrival. So I just got to fixing my phone. So I'm now recalling my dwelling place or the guest house that I'm going to be stopping in while I am here in Sierra Leone. So I'm doing a video recording on the exterior of the guest house that I'm going to be in. As you can see, the little house here by the guest house. This is the little house that was built here, I think, for the caretaker of this guest house. It's a palm tree, and this is the entrance to the guest house. This is a little building there. Let me carry you closer so you can see the entrance to this guest house. And this is how the entrance looks like. It's a gate. That's a well fortified gate. Later on, I will tell you how much per night in this guest house. This guest house is sitting on top of a hill. As it knows, the capital city of Sierra Leone, Freetown, is a hilly terrain. All the land area here all the houses here are sitting on the hill because it's a hilly terrain. The capital city sitting on the hill. As you can see, the guest house. This is the guest house. You can see the palm tree at the entrance of the guest house. Going closer so you can. This is the wall on this guest house. Trees. I'm going closer. Way back in the background is the water tank for this guest house. This is a balcony in the distance. I'm carrying you closer so you can see this balcony. It's a 2-story guest house. It's a huge mansion. Huge mansion. As I understood, this guest house was built by a guy that lived in the United States. He built a guest house for himself. He built this house rather for himself. But since he's not here, I think he had decided to rent it out as a guest house. The day he retired, this is where he might stay. As you can see in the distance, as I told you previously, Sierra Leone is a hilly, the capital city is a hilly area. As you can see, the houses in the distance, but this is a cell phone that I'm using. It does not have the capacity to zoom further to bring the houses closer. I showed you previously the entrance to this house. The little house there, the caretaker house. And this is the guest house. Massive building. This is how the guest house looks like. This is how it looks like. This is the palm tree. Palm tree. Okay, so we are now entering the guest house. This is how it looks like here. I'm taking you up now on the balcony of this guest house. This is the step I'm going to use to enter this building. This is a little balcony here. The small size balcony to sit here and take a view outside. If you sit on the balcony, you view the capital city, you take a view, but I don't have the capacity to zoom further to bring the houses down closer on the hill to you. But as you can see, this is a very beautiful view. Okay, we are now entering this guest house. This is the guest house. This is the living area, the sofa chair where you sit to watch this TV. I assume that this is 75 to 80-inch TV. This is the rest of the area in this guest house. This is the living room, a huge living room in this guest house. In there, as you see the doors, this is another room. This is another room. This is the living room here in this guest house. The sitting area in this guest house. A very large TV. You can see this is a light. The ceiling is a glass. The ceiling in this living room is a glass. You can see a glass with a little light in it. Okay, this is the AC central air consistent, and this is the dining room that flow into the living room. You can see it's like an open concept. See the dining room flow into the living room. This is the living room here. And here is the kitchen. You'll be in the kitchen, you look in the living room and also look in the dining room. This is the stove here in the living room, the cabinet, and these are another cabinet here in the living room. I mean rather in the kitchen. This is the microwave here, the stove again. This is the sink here in the kitchen. This is a little bar in the kitchen. You can sit here and eat. This is a huge, huge house. So I'm now going to take you upstairs. Upstairs is where I'm gonna be sleeping. A huge bedroom upstairs. I'm now taking a step, going up. A step. A step. This is the second floor to this house. Wow. When we were downstairs, this is the ceiling that we're looking at, all glass. So this is it, all glass. This is the chandelier here in this room. And you could go around here. You could even sit here, go around. See several rooms in here. These are all rooms in here. These are all rooms in here. These are all rooms. So we are upstairs on the second floor. So the next room I'm taking you to is the pool room, where you could come in here, you socialize with the visitors that come to rent here. That this is the pool room, and there's a sofa to sit and watch the players. That is the window. Let me take you out there to the window so you can take a view. Look this view from this window. Great, great view. That's the other window. You get an aircon here. This is the pool table. Okay. Now I'm taking you in the room that are going to be sleeping. This room here is the living room to the room that I'm going to be sleeping in. This is the living room to that room. So this bedroom have a living room, and this is its living room. Have an aircon here. This is the window, and this is the TV. This is the TV here. Okay, this is the sofa that are going to be in this living room. You can see a huge, huge living room. So let me now take you in the room that I'm going to be sleeping. This room that we're in now is the living room to the room that I'm going to be sleeping in. This is the room that I'm going to be sleeping in. Look at this bed, huge king size bed, huge. This is the nightstand. This is the central aircon system. This is the ceiling, beautiful wood. And in the distance there is the window. This is my package that I brought with me in the little bag here. This is another light. So it's 3 light in here. This light, this one, and that light. Look at how huge this room is. This is the mirror that I'm going to use when I'm